Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Learn with DevOps Engineer. Today I'm going to show you how to set up your very own GitHub Actions self-hosted runner. If you are looking for more control over your CI/CD workflows or just want to use your own hardware to execute them, then you are in the right place. Let's dive in. What is a self-hosted runner? First, let's get on the same page. GitHub provides virtual machines called GitHub hosted runners by default. But with a self hosted runner, you can run your own workflows on your own machine, whether it's a local server, cloud instance, or even a virtual machine. This gives you complete control over your environment, which can be really useful if you need specific software or hardware configuration. Let's start by preparing our machine. For this example, I'm using an Ubuntu machine. As you can see on my screen, this is like an Ubuntu machine. But you can set this up on Windows or Mac OS as well. You'll want to make sure your machine has at least 2 GB of RAM and 2 CPU cores and that it's connected to the internet. So I do have like 4 GB of RAM and 2 processors. So I'm ready with that. And also I used my local Ubuntu WSL environment to connect to this virtual machine doing SSH. So I can quickly show you that. Let me exit from this and try to connect it once again. So I connected using SSH. So we can do some operations here. Now we need to download GitHub runner binaries. So for that, I am going to visit my Java project. Uh, if you have seen my previous videos, then you will know which project is this. I'll try to paste the link in the description as well. From here, I'm going to go to the settings, followed by actions. In actions, there's like general and runners. So I'm going to use runners and new self-hosted runners. So I'm going to click on this. So as soon as we click, you will see multiple options here. So for example, macOS, Linux, and Windows. So I'm going to choose Linux because as I said, I am want to set this up on my Ubuntu machine. So I'm going to choose this and I'll try to follow the same instructions. So it is asking me to create a folder. Okay, I'm going to go to my test VM. I'll paste this command. It is like trying to create this directory actions runner followed by it is like moving into that directory. So enter. So it created this directory. Now currently I'm in this particular directory. Then the next step is it is asking me to download the latest runner package. So for that, I'll try to copy this command and then paste it here. So this will, download this binaries. So curl. Okay, looks like I don't have curl. Let me install that real quick. Yes. So as soon as the curl is like installed, we can, download those binaries locally on this machine. It should be quick. Um, yeah, it's like almost done. So yeah, it's done. Now once again I'm going to run this and it will try to download those binaries into this directory. So as you can see, yeah, let me list it. So yeah, this is done. And the next step is, let's see what do we have here. Validate. This is kind of optional, so let's do that. That should not be an issue. Just for safety and security, we can run this command. Sorry, looks like there's some problem in pasting. So yeah, validation is done. It looks okay. Now it is asking me to unzip. So let's do that real quick. extract the installer. So I'm going to extract that. There's some problem, I don't know why. Yeah, so this will extract this gz locally on this machine. So once that is like done, we need to, let's say, create the runner and start the configuration. So for that I need to run this config.sh followed by the URL with the project name and the token. This will be provided. So yeah, as you can see, we have this config.sh locally. Now I'm going to run this with the token. So that will register our GitHub runner on this particular project. See, successfully we were able to connect it to the GitHub, and it is asking us to enter the name. So I will enter test VM. Okay, looks like it did not find this. Let me try to press enter. Name of the group, name of the runner is like test VM. So yeah, this runner will have the following label: self-hosted Linux. Yeah, that should be okay. Enter name of work folder. Underscore work is fine. So all the settings saved. So now looks like our runner got registered. The last step is like we need to run this. Okay, so as soon as we run, we should see this here in this page. So let me refresh this once. I copied this command already, so let me refresh this. So we are not saying anything currently. So as soon as we run this, we should be able to see this runner /run.sh connected to GitHub listening for jobs. So yeah, we should be able to run a job now. Let's see, go to GitHub Actions and runners, self-hosted runners. See, test VM is like kind of ready. So now what I'm going to do is like, so we can see the runner. So in my Java project, I tried to create a new file saying self-ci.yaml. So this file is nothing but testing self-hosted runner. So on push branches main, I would like to run this job. So for example, in our previous workflows, we were like using Ubuntu latest, runs on Ubuntu latest. So in this workflow, I'm going to run on self-hosted. So as you can see on my screen, this is like running on self-hosted. I'm just trying to check out the code and run a script saying, okay, this is running on a self-hosted run. Okay, so let me real quick update this file and sync these changes. After we sync, you see there's like a test self-hosted runner. So as you can see, the pipeline was successful. Let me go there to the build and see if it ran on the test VM. So as you can see, test VM followed by the default runner group name and the machine name is test VM. So we were like running this on the new GitHub runner which we hosted. So another way is like we can go to the machine directly. So this is our local machine test VM, and in this we have like, let's say, underscore work where the project is getting saved. So it's in here, and in that we have like a Java project followed by Java project, enter, and dot github workflows, enter. So as you can see, we have these two files, java.ci.yaml and self.ci.yaml, the same exact files we have it in our repository as well. So self.ci and java.ci, so we have the same exact files, and Yeah, this is how we verify and create the runners. So for example, as you can see on the actions tab, runners, we have self-hosted runners. So we have this test VM. Once you are done with this, you can go back to this settings page and go to the runner, actions and runners. From here you can remove the runner as well. So first what I will do is, like, I will try to do Control C, exiting runner. So it should go offline now. Let me refresh it quickly. So as you can see, this is like offline now, and we can remove this runner. We need to give username and password, remove runner, force remove runner. And also there's, like, this way as well we can do /config remove within the virtual machine. So let me do that real quick. Runner removal, so it will ask, yeah, it's done. So let me close this and try to refresh it. Yeah, we are not seeing this runner. Working self-hosted GitHub Actions runner, set it up in just a few minutes. With this, you have total control over your environment, which is perfect for custom workflows or powerful builds. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get more tips on optimizing your CI/CD pipelines. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.